everyone, today we're going to be navigating EngageBSU to be able to show you how to get to reserving space on campus and the two forms associated with reserving that space. Please know that every space on campus is reservable. Everything including outside spaces, indoor spaces, and the lounges inside your residence halls. Any space inside residence halls, please contact a resident director or an RA of a building to ensure that you can reserve space, and they will log that themselves. Any other space on campus should be submitted through one of the forms that we're going to talk about today. So when you're on EngageBSU, first you're going to navigate to engage.bridgew.edu. This is what your page should look like on the front. Aside from this admin button, you should have the rest of these features right up here. What you're going to do is come up to groups, and you're actually going to click on Registered Student Organization Management. As an officer of a group, you should automatically already be in this group as a member. If you don't see it, you can start to type in the name right up here and populate to click that. Once you click that, this is what your page will look like. This is the page for Registered Student Organization Management. You will find all of the different features, including the rest of these videos you may be learning from, the different student engagement assistants you can reach out to, and most importantly, what we're talking about today is the forms associated with reserving space on campus. So what you're going to do is come over here to this More button, and you're going to scroll on down to Surveys. It may be misleading that we're talking about forms right now, but you're going to go ahead and click on Surveys, as this is for both surveys and forms. Right down here, the two forms that I'm talking about right now are event space and regular meeting space. First, right down here is event space, so anytime your organization is having an event on campus, whether it's outside or inside, not residence halls, but every other space, you're going to want to click right here and fill this form out. This lets our student engagement assistants in the Center for Student Engagement collect that form and submit it on a platform that we use, working with university events to ensure you can actually reserve that space and have it solidified for your event. Whether it's an event, a large-scale meeting, or any kind of program, anything that you're doing for one time should be filled out in this event space request. Please know that also if you're using departmental space, whether it's an office, anything like that, you should still fill out this request so we can formally have it in our system that you're having an event in a location on campus. The second form right here, so regular meeting space request, is for any kind of reoccurring meetings, whether they're general meetings, executive board meetings, dance rehearsals, anything that your group is doing regularly, whether it's also weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, you're going to fill out this form right here. This lets our Center for Student Engagement the student engagement assistants take that information and put it in to make sure you have space reserved on campus. So these are the two forms that you should navigate to as an officer of your group to come and reserve space on campus. Right now, we are accepting reservations for this semester as well as the spring 2022 semester. Shortly, we will be advertising for the upcoming year as well, as crazy as that sounds. But if you know that your organization reserves the same space every single year, definitely take advantage of reserving space as soon as possible. We do have deadlines for both of these forms, so event space requests, any kind of spaces should at least be at minimum 2 weeks in advance. If you're looking for a larger scale event or space, so including the Rondeau Student Union or what is known as the RSU, the auditoriums, the ballroom, any kind of large scale lecture halls, if you're looking to have a large event including maybe many contracts, spending a lot of money, this should be at least 3 weeks in advance. So really thinking and talking with your CSE advisor that sometimes when you're having larger scale events, it may be even farther out than that, but at minimum, you should be filling this out at least 2 to 3 weeks in advance. For the regular meeting space requests, it's very, very similar to that as well. It depends on what kind of space that you're using. If you're using a small conference room of a few people, it may be around 2 weeks in advance. If you're looking for a larger scale space, we highly recommend it being much earlier than that, as space is eaten up on our campus very quickly. So make sure to find these two forms. Send this video to as many officers of your organization if they are forgetting where these forms are. This is what that video is for, and hopefully you're learning a lot through this training today. But please feel free to email us at bsuinvolved@bridgew.edu or speak with your CSE advisor.